Hello everybody and welcome back to day 26 of 100 days of code. I know I said this video was going to go up as like 2 parts for day 25, but unfortunately I didn't have time to finish it, so it's going up today. I hope that's not a problem. Well, it's not much we can do now. It's already the day past. But anyway, so in today's videos we're going to be working on this contact section, the footer of the website. It's going to be really simple and really straightforward. Hopefully it doesn't take too long and we can do that and polish it up, get the responsive in there quickly. So it's quite a quick short video because I know a lot of people like those. But before we get on to that, I need to say I was debating whether we do, so there was going to be one more video on this website after this, not including the blog, that's going to be a separate thing after this, about doing polishing up, so tidying up like some phones, like there's sloppy code and stuff which will probably be done off screen, which I'll tidy up, but then there's also parts like adding some animation. Again, if you guys want a video like that, which it does mean the vue.js stuff gets pushed back even further, because that's going to take a video on its own or maybe two to do the tidying up and stuff, then let me know if you want me to do that. But if not and you want me to go straight onto the Vue stuff because we've done all the basics in this, then let me know and we will do that. But for now, I hope you are ready because we're going to start on with the contact form. So we're also not going to be using CSS Grid for this one, which is different. I know we've been using CSS Grid the whole way through, but this is one which doesn't need it. So if we open this up and we go down to the very bottom, just before the bottom, we're going to type in here footer. I'm going to use footer tags. And this isn't going to have a class of section because it's not going to be a section, it's going to be its own thing. But we are going to set an ID of contact because that is how we want that. And if we scroll up to here, we're going to put in the contact bit, we're going to type contact. And now underneath in footer, we're going to have our heading. So a h2.heading, which is still going to be the same. This is just going to say contact, and we then need a paragraph to actually, sorry, inside a footer we also want another diff, which is going to have it's going to be a container, and I'm literally going to name this container because I'm bad at naming things. And then in there we're going to have this text inside this paragraph. Hey, that went through nicely. And where are we? So we have the email button. So again, that could just be a button with email on the inside. And then we need a H3, would you say? Sponsors like a H3, yeah. I'm going to say sponsors. And then we're going to have another section called class of sponsors. And inside here we're going to have 3 diffs which are called sponsor. And we're going to say times 3, so they're all in there. And we're going to leave those white because we haven't got anything in there for them. And then under this we're going to have another paragraph tag with the footer of ref for reference. And we're going to paste this code in there. And we're going to highlight, we're going to grab this first bit, cull it out, put a strong tag in and paste that back in. Oh, I hate that it auto does that, it's very annoying. Why does it, I've turned it off. I've turned off my auto like prettify stuff and it's still doing it and it's actually killing me. I can't find where it, like on my work computer this isn't an issue because I fixed this, but for some reason it's an issue here. Okay, so let's refresh and let's go down to, oh hello, let's go down to contact. And as you can see, that is it there, beautiful. Let's go into our main Sass and we need to go into include to create a new folder, a file first, and we're going to call this footer.sass, and then here we're going to write hashtag footer, every time spaces, convert indentations to tabs. Just to let you know, everyone's asking me how it shows these arrows when I do tabs or dots or it doesn't actually do dots there, but see these dots when I do a space? This is called white space, and if we go to the settings, so to do that it's command and comma to get quick get here. I don't know why it is on Windows, probably control comma. The one time, we'll just type it in here, white space. And actually it says render white space. If it's normally set to none as default, but I set it to all, so that's where I see all of the the white space and stuff, and you can change the settings here. So if we crack on, in here we need to do @import includes footer.sass, and that is fine there. That's all good. Inside here, so we've got the, oh, it's not that, it's actually contact. Oh, we probably should have named the thing that. And in here we want to set the width to 100%, the height to 100 VH actually, so that should be 100 VW to make it consistent. We're going to set the background to F3, oh, it's actually called light. And I think that's good, so if we refresh in a minute, won't it? Oh god. Hey, there we go. So that works, but there is a little gap there, but we can fix that by in here going to H2 margin 0 for now. Hey, or I don't know if this works. If we remove that and we go here and we go box sizing border box, I believe that keeps everything in without having to. No, it doesn't. That would have been nice, but I guess not. Yeah, so we go H2 and we're going to say font size. Actually, we want to get the container first. Oh, container. And we're going to set the width to 100%, but the max width to 768 pixels. I think that's why it's there. What? How wide are these all together? It's not going to tell me, is it? We use our brain and we... Hello, Mac? Ah, there we go. Oh, is it 100%? No, it's at 75. There we go. Yeah, it's about 600 there, so 768 will be fine. We can expand. We'll see how it looks. So 768 pixels, and then we're going to say margin 0 auto, and we save that, and we come back here. There we go, so that is now centered over there. And also then in here we want to go H2 margin 0 0 0 30 pixels. We want to split up the text, and I'm going to put that at the bottom. We're going to say font or color is equal to dark. Our font size is equal to, how big is that thing normally? 72. We'll do 72 for now. 72 pixels. Let's save and text transform uppercase and text what's it called, text transform, that's good, and we want text align, so it was right in front of my face. And let's save that, give it a second and refresh. There we go, that is in the center. Oh, it also needs a font weight of 900, which is equal to black. There we go. It's looking, is that right? Is that... So it needs 30. That actually needs... Oh, it needs... Oh, it's annoying. Let's go break it, because it's bringing the contact bit down. Okay, so to fix this little issue here, there's a trick, I believe. If we do overflow auto, we hit save and we refresh. Hey, there we go. I knew it was that. So overflow auto brings that down by our 30 pixels. Nice. Okay, so now we want to put that up to 28 pixels, so the font or color is going to be equal to dark. Font size equal to 28 pixels. Line height is going to be equal to 1.5. Ignore this bottom bit here. Okay, that's good, although that is a width of 575. Maybe we should shrink down this a bit more. We're going to say 640. Does that change? There we go. That's a lot better. But that line height is way too much. We're going to say 1.25. It looks terrible down there though. But it's alright, we'll change that in the F1. That looks fine. Or does it? Now I think 1.5 is... 1.5 is good. We'll keep it at 1.5. Okay. Let's get the... You know what? That doesn't need to be a button either. That should be an A tag with a href of mail to and hello at Tyler Pods.co.uk. Why did I put a slash there? Didn't need one. And this can have the class of button. And in here we're going to go dot button. We'll say width of, how wide is that button? Where is it? 75%. We're just going to say it's display. Block width, height, 35 pixel, I guess 50 pixels. What do we say? 40 pixels, go in between those two, that one, and then we're going to say down here, background, color, and we're going to say primary. Padding of 15 for just new padding yet. Okay, it looks terrible. We're going to set a width. We'll say 400 pixels. Or we'll say a width of we could do the old trick. Max width of 400 pixels, and then margin 0 auto to center it, and height of 40 pixels. Oh, hello, whoops. Okay, it's getting there, but again, the height just isn't there. Good. Now let's do the text. We'll say text is going to be a color of, what is it there? It's dark, isn't it? Yep. So dark, we're going to say font size of, how big is the font in there? 48. 48 pixels. Line, actually, you know what I think, wait, okay, yep. Line height needs to be 60 pixels to match the height of the button. Font width, oh, hello. Font width, why is font width? What am I on about? Font weight, and that is going to be bold. 700. Let's save that and see what that looks like. Great, and now let's do a text align center. Text align center. But we also think 48 is way too big because we have changed our the height it's for our button. Okay, oh, and text decoration none. It's getting there. It's getting there, kind of. This way you never design stuff too big. I thought this would be fine, but no, of course not. See, doesn't, oh, hello, contact. Is that button too big in your face? You know, we'll keep it. We'll just say it's fine. We're going to go box shadow, and we're going to say 0 pixels, 0 pixels. How much does this have? 12. Say 12 pixels, 0 pixels, RGBA 0, 0, 0, 0.5. There we go. And it also has a Y of 3. No, I prefer it without. Good. And then hover. Background color can go to darken, so we're going to be using this function which takes in primary, and we're going to say by 10%. 10% is way too much, 5% will do. There you go, that's nice. And active, so we're going to use background color again with darken, and we're going to say primary. And in here, oh no, we're not going to use darken, so we're going to use lighten. And we do 5% again. And that has actually opened up my mail client. I don't know, I didn't think about that when I clicked it. And in hover, we want to say box shadow 0 pixel. What is it? None. And if we go up here and we say, oh hello, transition box shadow 0.2 seconds linear, and we save that. I guess the color needs to change too. I'm going to just put in here all. Did you see that? When I refreshed the email like sprung out. Nice. I keep clicking it and then closing my mail afterwards. Whoops. Okay, so that's looking good. If we go down and we go to sponsors, we're going to say 42. So we're going to say h3 is equal to font size. Oh, font size of 42 pixels. Font weight 700. Sorry, I need to yawn. Oh. Is that it? Oh, and text align center. Nice. And then we have our boxes, don't we? So we want to go dot sponsors. We'll display flex, justify content, space, around or between, and font. But we also want a padding of 20 pixels on the edge. And we also want to, no, the width will be fine. We'll just say width 100% to make sure there's no errors. Good, and then dot sponsor, we'll say, oh, it doesn't matter really, does it? We'll say background of just white. Oh no, oh no. Box sizing, border box. Hey, why can I not see the... It's a height. Oh, how do I make them square? It's a good point. I'm going to have to do 200 by 200. Ugh. Oh, wrong thing again. Oh. Width 200 pixels, height 200 pixels. They're not going to be 200 pixels, are they? They are. Wow. Oh yeah, because that adds up to 640. Oh wow, that was perfect. Although it's not perfect, so I need spacing between them. So we're going to add 10, margin of 10 either side. So if we add a padding of 10, and then here we're going to say a margin of 10 pixels, and we're going to remove this to 180 pixels. Look at that, looking good. And then let's grab the same box shadow from up here and place it inside sponsor. I think 12 is good. That's too dark. Let's say 2.5. There we go. That is perfect. I actually might make that one up here 3.5. That's a lot better. I don't know why I did it so dark last time. Okay, and just quickly we're going to say down here .ref, and we're going to say font size is equal to what, 14 pixels. Line height is equal to 1.5 would do. Let's have a look what that looks like. See, there's no. Let's cut that and put that on the whole thing. I'll grab both of those. Okay, and up here we want to go bam. Okay then, that is looking good. If we put it into responsive there. So that literally looks like everything we needed to add in for contact. Okay, so now let's go into mobile responsive mode. And if we check, well, 1600 is obviously fine. 1366 by 768. Breaks. Okay, good to know. I'd say what 60. Wait, at 16 by 900. We go back down to contact. That button needs to shrink pretty quickly, so does that, and that. Okay, so what about, so 1366 by 768 pixels, right? That breaks, definitely breaks, but okay, we'll do it at 1366. So in container, actually inside here, we're gonna go at media screen and max width of 768 pixels. Oh no, 1366 pixels. We're gonna say font size probably. Actually, you know what? It's just margin down to 15 pixels, 0 pixels. Just copy the same one, and in this one, we don't care about margin. We just care about font size. We're gonna set that down to 22 pixels. And in the button, we're going to say font size equal to 36 pixels. Line height is equal to 75 pixels. And the height is equal to 75 pixels. Oh, what happened? Oh, 768. And contact. Okay, that shrinks and that still looks fine. Just the sponsors now. Let's. Oh, and the H3 also needs. Nice. Those boxes need to come down the font size. Let's put that in there for now. And actually, nope, what am I about? That does need to go in here. And we're going to say width of what, 150 pixels, height of 150 pixels. Hey, that fits. Okay, everything's fitting now. So that's good. Next is 1280 by 720. Look at that, it's on the edge, but it fits, so you don't really need to do anything, it works. And now let's go for the iPad. Go down here, and surprisingly the iPad actually works. Oh, that disappears. Ah, we're gonna have to change the color of that, aren't we, when we get down to the contact section? We'll sort that. We'll change the color of that when we get down here. Nice. So this is looking good. I think this is literally fine now. If we go to, well, let's check this sideways first. Still looks good. Let's go to the iPad and change it to an iPhone X. Everything but the sponsors works. We're just going to say in here, we're going to go at media screen and max width 640 pixels. We're going to say flex direction becomes column. Oh, and justify content becomes center. Align items becomes center. There we go. Oh, and we also now need to go. We also want to say when it gets down to there, so where we sponsors in contact at the very bottom, just before that. Actually, no, we could do this up here. I was going to separate it. We're going to say height equal to auto. There we go. I also think the padding should go up, but we should do that in here. Padding of 25 pixels. Hey, so everything looks good. That was the quickest mobile responsiveness we have ever done. But there is one issue. It's just the, oh, hello. So this can actually, this is going to need to stay black when we get down here, but our, oh, that's not responsive. I keep pressing the wrong buttons for responsive mode. Let's say on iPad. It's really super, actually, you know what, it's impossible to see that thing there. So we're going to go, is it in base, right? So if we go to base and section, not section. Hamburger, checked, labeled up. Oh wait, it is hamburger, what am I about? Hamburger and background light, so we want to go here, where are we? So contact, so open up main.js and we go up here and we type in const footer is equal to document.getElementById, and it is contact, and we'll say const menu is equal to document.query selector, and we're just going to say .hamburger. Good, and then inside of the menu color changer, we're going to go underneath here and we're going to say if, well actually first things first, we're going to say let fb equal footer.get bounding client rect ket. We're not doing ketmin, thank you very much. So this just stands for footer boundaries because we're going to use the boundaries, and we're going to say mb is equal to menu dot get bounding menu dot get bounding client rec, and then we're going to do a check, say if, actually we're going to do this literal check here, but we're going to change I for F, no, I for M and S for F. I for M, I for M, S for F, S for F. And then here we're going to say let menu bars equal document dot query selector all, and we're going to check for dot hamburger span. So we're going to get all the spans inside of hamburger. And we're going to say for let bar of menu bars. And we'll say bar.classlist.add dark else bar.classlist.remove bars or dark. I believe that should be it. I'm not 100% sure. I'm hoping that works. If we refresh the page, we come down. Hey! Oh, it's not changing back though, which is an issue. But it does change forwards. So it's white, scroll down, it's black, scroll up, it's still white. So this else isn't working. So if we go into our expected, do we have any errors? Reference bar is not defined. Oh, we actually need to, we should probably put that out of there. We need to copy this and paste that in there and change this to remove. Hey, there we go. It now changes when we go in. That is really cool. We could also get it to change in like the yellow and the black, which would be awesome, but that would require adding some special class lists and doing a lot more modification. For now, this works and I like it. Actually looks so much better than the menu does, I think, as well. Okay, awesome. So that is that all done, is it? That is incredible. That was so much quicker than we've ever done a video before. But I hope you enjoyed it, even though it was a short video. We have got the contact form working. It's responsive and everything looks really good on it. We will sort out our sponsors. Like, I'm going to remove this until I actually sort out sponsorships and stuff and like cool things. I actually might change this to Patreons and create a Patreon page and have everybody's Patreon, I don't know, image or name here to show, to say thank you. But for now, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a thumbs up. If you want to see more, then hit that subscribe button. And as always, if you have any feedback, drop it in the comments. Don't forget, we have a Discord for everybody to come and join us. It's absolutely flourishing right now. We're getting a lot of comments, a lot of messages, a lot of questions asked, which is awesome. Keep up those questions asked. And let me know what you want in the next video. If you want a Vue.js video with the blog and that, then let me know. Else we will continue to do animations on this webpage, guys. For now, guys, though, thanks for watching and peace out.